that's all I really needed for someone to say, oh, I'm switching. So thank you so much.
Wow. Oh my God, can I hug you?
Yeah, you sure can. All right, so I'm here with
Heidi.
Hey Heidi, I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
Hey mate, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. All right, so I'm just going to ask a few questions. These questions might be a little sort of, I don't know, confronting or something like you've never heard before.
A bit out there?
Yeah, a bit out there, a bit different. We'll start with my first question. Okay, so I saw a petition on Facebook the other day, and what the petition was someone was caught mutilating a puppy.
What's
Like cutting the ears off of a puppy and doing bad things to a puppy.
far out?
How does that make you feel?
Ashamed of people, yeah. Wow. That's disgusting, actually.
What do you think should happen to those people?
And they should be put in jail or something. Like, they should have their ears cut off, I reckon.
Yeah, so it would be safe to say that those people should have the same treatment
Hell yeah.
as what the puppies have.
Definitely. I totally agree with that, yeah.
So you'd think it'd be safe to say that you wouldn't do it to one of those puppies because you wouldn't like to have it done to yourself?
Definitely, because puppies are just like family to me as well.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
All right, well, it's good to know that there are people out there who think that bad things should happen to bad people.
Definitely.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that also applies to other animals?
Oh, definitely. What if like anything bad happens to animals and they get slaughtered and stuff? Do you mean?
Oh, just like say cows, pigs, and chickens. You reckon that the same sort of empathy and compassion that we should show to the puppies, we should also show to the cows, pigs, and chickens?
Yeah, definitely. They're all living beings. Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool. All right. So that's good. Like it's good to know that people don't sort of feel
like it should happen.
Yeah, like it should happen. It shouldn't happen to those animals because they're vulnerable.
Yeah.
So they deserve protection.
Correct.
And they have the same capacity to feel pain like we do.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
That's correct. I do eat. Am I allowed to say I do eat meat?
You're allowed to say whatever.
Yeah, I do eat meat and chicken and stuff, and I do get the whole where we stand in the food program or whatever. But still, I don't really agree. I'd more eat it for the taste and what I've been brought up on.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, animals shouldn't be hurt at all.
So what if I were to tell you can get iron and other nutrients from plant sources? Would you switch to a plant-based diet if you could get the same things that you could get from meat?
Is it cheap?
Yeah, definitely. The cheapest things in the world are vegan. Potatoes, beans, rice, lentils, chickpeas, pasta, Oreos.
For a big meat eater, I actually do eat chickpeas and I throw that in my dinner. Which is weird that you say, I actually had chickpeas in my korma the other night, which was chicken korma.
Yum.
But I found myself eating more of the chickpeas than actually chicken, so...
Okay. What I'm trying to get at is, I'm trying to point out that there's a bit of a double standard in society where people can go out and they can share a petition about, the mutilation of dogs, yet what they do by their actions is pay for that to happen to other animals. So what happens in the animal agriculture industry is to cows, pigs, and chickens. They get performed on these horrific mutilations. In the pig and bacon industry, they clip the tails off the pigs with no anaesthetic. They clip the teeth out of the pig's mouth with no anaesthetic. They rip the testicles out of the pig. It's standard practice across Australia and all around the world. Having said that, though, even if that wasn't the case, do you still think it would be okay to take that animal's life, even if it lived a happy life?
No, not now. not that I've actually thought about it, to be honest. Wow. When you put it like that, you don't really think about it. No.
That's right, and a lot of people don't. That's really what I try to do here. Like, I try to ask people questions, have them come to their own conclusions. Have you heard of the term veganism before?
No.
No, you haven't heard of veganism?
No.
Or vegan?
Vegan, yeah, vegan,
okay.
yeah.
Do you know the difference between vegan and vegetarian?
Vegan is like no milk, no eggs, nothing animal produces.
Yeah, so we don't eat the flesh of a dead animal. We don't eat what comes out of an animal's body, whether it be eggs or the breast milk of another animal. Cows. Okay. All those types. Oh, we've got a car here.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, ask away.
Do you not drink milk? Is that because it's the baby cow's food?
Well, yeah, that is one of the main reasons. Yeah, and
really?
And what else happens in the dairy industry? You obviously know that a cow needs to be pregnant or have just given birth to produce milk.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? It's the same as a human. Same as a human. So it's we produce milk Well, I don't. But do you think it's a bit weird that we consume the breast milk of another species?
I do actually.
Yeah. Now that I mention it.
No. I've actually had this conversation before. I love milk. I love the taste of it. It's fresh out the carton.
Yeah.
If it's in a glass, I don't find because it goes that little. I don't know. Anyways, but I have had this conversation with someone before, and it is weird. And being brought up on it, I suppose you just think it's normal.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Like it's a thing in society. It's a cultural thing that happens because the whole society goes for it. We think it's okay.
Yeah.
But not necessarily everything in society is okay, you know, like...
That is true.
Yeah, like...
I'm discovering that, actually.
Yeah. Would you drink the milk from a dog?
No, you wouldn't have enough.
No. Would you drink the milk from a human?
From a who?
A human.
Oh, I did, apparently.
I did too. But if you were... I've asked this question before. If you saw the breast milk of a human on the shelves in Coles, would you go for it?
No, because it tastes horrible.
It does, but the milk of another species tastes great.
With all the outer bits to it, yeah.
Did you know that milk from a carton, because the cows are kept in such horrific conditions, they're hooked up to these painful milking machines day in, day out, right? Yeah, I know. What also happens is when they get milked up to the milking machine, the milking machines don't know what to suck out. So if they're always constantly hooked up to these milking machines day in, day out, right?
What's the calf doing?
The calf has been killed. Yeah, I know.
Taken away from its mum.
That's right. That's right. If it's a male, it's taken away from its mum. If it's a female, it's grown up to suffer the same fate as her mum.
Wow.
Yeah. You didn't know any of this?
I didn't know any of this because I've never really looked into it. I'm a massive, well, not a massive animal person as you would be, but wow.
Did you eat cheese?
Barely.
Barely?
Barely eat cheese. I'm not a fan.
Okay. Did you know this? When a cow produces milk, and the calf actually goes to drink the milk from her mum, there is a hormone in the milk called casomorphine, and what that is, it's kind of like morphine in a sense that it's very addictive, and then it gives it to its baby, and the baby comes back to its mum. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how it knows where to go. And when we
sorry, but think about it like morphine addiction.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. And that's why cheese is so addictive and milk is so addictive, because we're getting those same hormones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not a fan of cheese, but milk.
Yep.
Love milk.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, like I love the taste of milk too.
Yeah.
Like I love the taste of cheese. I love the taste of meat. I love the taste of it.
Yeah.
But because I know where it came from, and I know that the animal didn't want to die. Yeah. And I know that it didn't want to go through any of this, I made the change to eliminate all that from my diet.
I think I'm going to change.
Oh, how's that? Awesome. That's really good.
I'm very imaging subconscious person. Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
is that crazy. What you're out here for today?
That's what this is pretty much my purpose for what I'm doing. Like I'm just volunteering my own time.
You're beautiful.
And thank you. I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. That's all I really needed for someone to say, oh, I'm switching. So thank you so much.
Wow. Oh my God, can I hug you?
Yeah, you sure can.
I'm not even joking.
No worries. Awesome.
I should really look into it because...
Yeah, absolutely. And there are a lot of resources online. There's a website called challenge22.com, and what that is, it's a free challenge where you go vegan for 22 days. You get assigned a mentor. It's free, so you can talk to them and you can say I'm feeling like a pizza. Where do I get a pizza? They'll tell you where. Here's a good vegan pizza place. Here's a good this place. Here's a good this place. And then once you go through the 22 days, you'll feel like your habit's been broken.
What about the toilet paper and stuff? What if I'm already using...
The whole thing with that is we shouldn't, to be honest, we shouldn't really be having the conversation about toilet paper and things like that until we've actually done the food side of it, because it's a process, you know what I mean? Once we eliminate...
one thing at a time.
Yeah, that's right. So once we eliminate animal products from our diet, say the meat, cheese, milk and eggs and honey.
Yeah. Honey and... don't eat it.
You know why?
I don't.
Because it's bee vomit.
It's bee... Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it really?
It sure is, yeah.
I just found out eggs are chicken period.
Yeah.
I've turned off eggs because of that. I'm just like, I don't want someone eating mine. I would hate someone eating mine.
And that's the whole thing behind it. We wouldn't want it done to us, so why would we do it to them?
True, they have no voice.
They have no voice. Exactly.
have no voice.
Exactly. But that's it really. I guess we'll leave it at that.
You're not a very sound. You're not a